How's it going, everyone? Jiivita here with some exciting news for Boundless. So, quick, tiny recap. Back in early July, James announced that Boundless would be self-published and teased that there would be exciting news in the coming weeks. Now, I had to kind of bite my lips a little bit not to release a video right then because I kind of guesstimated that it was still a reasonable amount of time away before that exciting news would get here, but today the news is here. So fast forward to September 11th, Boundless' 4th birthday, James posted monumental news for Boundless. James gave a brief history of Boundless and then explained that there ultimately came a time early in the pandemic when we simply couldn't afford to continue developing features and Boundless needed to go into a maintenance-only mode. Since this point, we've kept the game running and fixed the most critical issues when they were discovered. We were desperate to keep Boundless going so that we didn't need to give up on the dream of creating an epic voxel sandbox. James then stated that this changes today. He said that it's taken a few weeks to get everything sorted, but we can finally announce that Monumental, a talented game developer in Austin, Texas, is the new owner of Boundless. They are going to turbocharge its development and promotion. Their passion for the game is equal to ours. Interestingly, James makes a statement that from today, Boundless has a new and exciting feature. We can't wait to see what we will create together. This particular tidbit was pointed out by RedY3 since it suggests that maybe James will continue to have a role in the development of Boundless. However, we have no clarification on this particular point, and it could be as simple as a typo. Also, be sure to check out the links to the full articles in the description as they are interesting reads and I am summarizing a fair bit here. A quick look into Monumental reveals that they do have 2 other PC titles, a PvP-centric MMO called Crowfall and a fantasy cyberpunk collectible card game called Mythgard. It was interesting to find out that Monumental acquired both of these games 8 and 10 months ago, respectively. I make special mention of this as it perhaps gives a blueprint for when we can expect progress to be made on Boundless. More on this later. Monty, Monumental's CEO, so far has been very vocal on the Boundless forums. So exciting news indeed, simply to have communication at all of what's going on with the future of Boundless is amazing, not to mention the promise of new content at least at some point. Down in the replies, Monty was very active and gave quite a bit for us to kind of go on here. When it comes to seeing new content in Boundless, Monty gives several indications of sort of a time frame. He explains that it is going to take a while. They have a lot to learn. We need to build a new team of developers from scratch. Just fully transitioning the game may take months. Monty also explains that he is going to keep us in the loop, but he does not want to set unrealistic short-term expectations. And I, for one, am very appreciative of that, considering all of the drama that ensued after James teasing exciting news in the following weeks. Monty goes on to explain and further replies that most of the updates for the next few months will be, quote, "We're working on a smooth and safe transition," which will then be followed up with, "We're building a new team around the game." Monty explains that transitioning a game like Boundless takes a long time and building a team from scratch will be challenging. He cites that the collectible card game Mythgard was acquired 10 months ago and has only now reached the point of adding content to the game. Furthermore, Monty explains that Crowfall will take even longer despite the fact it came with a dev team since there's simply more to fix. Monty finishes up by stating that he cannot predict how long it will take with Boundless, but that it will not be quick. I gotta say, I love the transparency of the fact that this is not going to be an overnight thing, and that there is quite a bit that goes into handing off development. Moving along, Monty even details where Monumental might start improving the game first. He states that odds are that we'll focus on the new player experience before adding new content. If we can improve onboarding, we can start marketing the game. He goes on to say that he does not think anything will improve Boundless more than a large audience of engaged players. So, better new player experience, more advertising, more players. I feel this is exactly what the Boundless community has been collectively chanting for since the game's launch. So, very encouraging to say the least. Understandably, this had user Baby Cookie a little concerned that the new player experience meant that the current patch on the testing servers, aka local worlds, swords and shields, etc., might be off the table or scrapped. Monty explained that nothing has been removed or added to the table. He explains they'll stay engaged with the community as we figure things out. In a not completely unrelated venue, user ShadyCat34 was a little worried about the prospects of a wipe. Hugh Doomslayers stating the end is near. However, Monty promptly replied that he would sooner destroy a stained glass window than an artist like yourself. No wipes whatsoever. So very encouraging to see that the new developers share the view that the universe is permanent and persistent. Very nice. Dovetailing back around to potential areas where they might focus on first, I'm excited to see that Monty is a big fan of the blueprinting system. Apparently is one of the first things that he talked to James about, and explained that the devs had some amazing ideas that Monumental hopes to implement. So I have to say this is probably the best Boundless birthday gift we possibly could have gotten, and I'm very excited to see what Monumental does with the game. I am sad to see Boundless leave its original creators that brought this amazing game to us. However, that is outweighed by the prospects of Boundless continuing to not only exist, but to grow, thrive, and become an even more amazing game than it already is today. Anyway, be sure to let me know down below how you feel about this news. Do you feel it's a good thing, bad thing? Is it just another step towards the end, or is this the beginning of a glorious Boundless revitalization? As I'm sure there are people in all camps. Spoiler alert, I'm in the latter. Anyway, this was Jiivita, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more, and if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Until next time, peace.